Everyone, hope everything is going well with all of you. I wanted to look at some of the comments that I got. Some of them are hilarious regarding the StarGate and the hanky panky that I think Geoff Wilson has engaged in. Right? The complete silence, the complete sports card hobby, how should I say, blackout? I mean, there are a few channels covering it. Dan the Cardman, SCR, This Cardboard Life, a few others as well that, do videos or if they do IG content. I think MNT Trading was also covering this as well. But let's take a look at one of the comments that I posted the other day. Geoff Wilson, it comes from JQM78. Geoff Wilson won't admit that he sold the original PSA 8 back to Dave because he lost even more potential money by not NBA grading it and capitalizing on the perceived value of that card in a PSA 8 with an NBA sticker on it. My comment. Yeah, that original card that Geoff Wilson bought in 2022, it has an NBA sticker on it. And right now, it says that it's in the collection of John Weiss, CEO of Human Design. I've emailed him, he hasn't gotten back to me. And this is what this guy thinks. Sounds to me like he traded down his original higher eye appeal card for a lesser one. There's a lot of moving parts here. I'm not claiming to know all of them, but it is pretty lame that he tries to own a win for this one. In the comment where I just did a screenshot of it, and one person said, USC fan 03, you're obsessed. And I replied, that's what people said when I did card porn videos, that I was over the top. I did like 30 card porn videos. Just imagine if some of the bigger channels aggressively went after card porn when it actually mattered. Not after the fact, but beforehand. So these comments are quite interesting because, hey, I was covering these issues way before. No one wants to cover them. Maybe Sports Card Radio Dan does. This Cardboard Life, and a few others. That's about it. And there are some other channels on YouTube as well. Sorry if I haven't mentioned you. Let's take a look at some of the comments that I got on, is Geoff Wilson manipulating Star 84 Jordan rookie? When Custom 18 says, when a person makes 99 mistakes and never says much, but gets one perceived win and shouts it out to the world from the mountain, it says a lot. Yeah, that's something. Someone said, 80 Star Basketball says, should have done your research before making this video to create the headline. Okay, that's quite interesting. 80 Star Basketball. Looks like there's some sort of conflict of interest there, or it appears to be. Okay, let's see this. Bob Boozle, my man Bob Boozle. He has to come on a live one day. Jeffy Poo probably bought it because a lot of people say he's not a good investor, but he should have been more clear about his personal stake in the card. I believe 84 Star is a true rookie card and was undervalued when PSA started grading it, so I think there's some natural growth associated with the card. Some of the price jumps lately may be tied to assumptions that legit 84 cards that have been in market for years have all been graded by now, but I don't know that market well enough to speak with authority. Yeah, just imagine if people start cracking BGS cards and sending them to PSA. Now, they're not going to be like 8 or 9s unless they use the juice. Just imagine someone using the juice on these cards. What's going to happen to the value of it? Now, the conspiracy theorist in me is thinking, hey, there's no way PSA will allow that many high-graded cards of these. But I could be wrong, right? Okay, Vintage Collector 5340 says, He's rubbing his big win in the faces of those who called him out on making a dumb purchase. You guys can't stand someone doing better than you. This comment section is full of crybabies. What Geoff does is his own personal business. In fact, this crybaby content won't even exist if everyone here owned a copy of this card. You guys crying because you don't own the card and you feel like Geoff owes you something from his misleading comment. Get over yourselves. He owes nobody anything. He has free will to post whatever content he likes. If you don't like it, don't watch it. I would argue that if he is deceiving others, it is a priority of content creators to call him out. Now, the thing is that a lot of content creators have their hands behind their back, tied behind their back, because they're associated with Geoff Wilson in some sort of way. Therefore, it's like the mainstream media. They're not going to cover the hanky-panky going on in Big Pharma because Big Pharma pays them. I mean, that's how it is. So on a channel like mine, where, yeah, I do get YouTube revenue, but it's nothing, right? It doesn't even pay 1 month's worth of rent or mortgage that I get in a year. Regardless, the fact is, the more pushback you have on individuals that are deceiving others, there's a possibility that they could change their behavior, or there will be individuals that can learn from this and they'll be like, hey, look, maybe we shouldn't praise Geoff Wilson to the extent that we have. The other thing is, Geoff Wilson associates himself, or has associated himself, with the curator, with Otia Sports, who's been accused of, what is it called? I think trimming? Isn't he tied to Evan Mathis? Someone in the comment section, comment down below with that. I mean, there's other questionable individuals Geoff Wilson is tied to. So that's why, in my opinion, it's important to highlight this, because a lot of people can't. And he promotes a lot of businesses in the hobby. He funds businesses. So it's a complete blackout of Geoff Wilson. And there is a bunch of comments down here basically calling him out. USC fan says, why do you even care about what Geoff is doing? Well, if he's lying about the card, that, hey, he said in the comment section that he didn't sell, but then now it's in the possession of John Weiss. So we need to definitely ask questions. We need to know the provenance. We need to know if he's manipulating this market. He's been awfully quiet regarding this. Let's take a look at some other comments here. White Sox Tom 2657, Geoff Wilson's the biggest clown in the hobby. Anyone that listens to him is just as dumb as he is just saying. Let's see. What idiot pays so much money for the 84 star card? This is H.H. Henry. Too much money, don't know what to do. At these prices, I don't think it's a good idea, but everyone is free to do whatever they want to do. Okay. All right, let's. Baseball King, you ruined the hobby I love with their bullshit. Geoff Wilson. Geoff Wilson. Why do people still watch him? We need to respond to him and ghost him. See some other comments here. Yeah, there's a bunch of comments, people going back and forth at. Let's take a look at Star 84 Pump and Dump question mark or Hype Cycle. Bo Morris says, the entire card hobby in 2024 is a fugazi. We are in junk wax era 2.0 and everyone knows it. It's all hype with no long-term value for 99% of the cards. Yup. JWISKI 2010 says they're all in on it. Even that bald-headed guy that's too scared to leave Geoff. Well, I don't know if Teapots is in on it. I do think that he blocked me on IG. Still don't know why. Quite interesting. Smack Daddy 710 said, I was thinking, what if he bought the card? Laugh out loud. Imagine that. Then saying he made $140,000. Laugh out loud. What do you do with that type of thing? I think he would just reinvest it. He did make money, I think, in the pandemic. Everyone was making money during the pandemic, but I think he just kept on going and going and going. All right, Bob Woozle. Now this is a funny one. Oh, Cabana Boy, please hook up Jeffy Poo, Peapot, Great Urinator, and Josh Boober to the lie detector and send the results to AIH, FBI, CIA, and HOA. Okay, that's good. That's definitely good. All right, this is a baseball king. Always says this: you ruined the hobby that I love with your bullshit, Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. This guy is in the hobby of all 5 minutes, and people listen to him. Why? Because the algorithm promotes him. That's why. And I wanted to leave you with one interesting DM. I mean, on Instagram comments, those are funny too. This guy says, you don't know what, or I got a DM, right? You don't know a damn thing about sports cards. Of that is your ignorant dipshit post. And there's 0 point to it on top of it. Wow. Then I said, Jeff Wilson lied. It's okay. Maybe you're one of his biggest fans. Lied about what? You got the Tard kid. And then I showed him screenshots where Jeff Wilson, or it appears that he lied. He didn't sell his copy. Okay. Did he trade his copy? That's the thing. Maybe he didn't lie at all. It could be. I still don't know how it's in John Weiss's collection. Right? This is StarGate. You know, there's things in the past. There was what? Deflategate. There was Gamergate. There was Pizzagate. Now you have StarGate. That's what's going on here, right? And then I said, this card is in the registry of John Weiss, not Jeff Wilson. Because you know all the details of ownership and loans. You are a child, son. Well, I think Jeff Wilson should be disclosing that then. And then in another video, he showed another copy of a Star card. Jeff Wilson could easily clear this up and saying that, hey, look, I've purchased multiple cards. Some of these Star cards, I have, there's multiple people owning them. Out of privacy, I cannot disclose the percentage of how much this person owns in the Star card. But yes, I did not lie. And these videos didn't point that out. That's all Jeff Wilson has to say if there's no hankus pankus going on. Now, the fact is he's quiet, he hasn't said anything. I find that weird. I mean, it doesn't take that long to say, hey, look, all the haters are wrong. I still own that card with a few other individuals. But there's circumstantial evidence based on the comments that I've gotten. I think MMT Trader said that I should reach out to, I think, Dave. But he said that Dave, who claims that he sold the card back to him a month later, I've been hearing things like that. I want to hear from like an independent source, like that I don't follow and doesn't follow me. That's why, I'm waiting for John Weiss to email me back, but I haven't heard back. Going back to that comment by JQM78, he said that he alleges that he talked to Dave and that the card was sold back to Jeff Wilson. So why would Jeff say that he didn't sell the card? And if Jeff is lying, then what else is he lying about? Like, what's that phrase? flocks of a feather, is that? Yeah, flocks of a feather stick together, right? So, I mean, I've seen his videos, and just define it, just Google, right? It says English proverb that means people who are similar in some way tend to associate with each other. Look at older videos. He's with Curator quite a bit. He's did collabs with OTS Sports. I don't know why someone with that stature would associate themselves with those people. Okay, if you want to interview someone, fine. But this doesn't add up. This does not add up at all. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. See ya. Bye.